Hey beautiful yogis, it's Jenny from Jenny Stewart Yoga here. This is going to be a juicy little hip opening flow. It's going to get you feeling really, really good. Release any tension from those hips. Really good if you've been sat down all day as well. So let's come onto our mats and let's get started. Awesome, we're going to start on all fours. So just coming onto your mat, spreading the fingers nice and wide, shoulders in line with the wrists and the hips in line with those knees. So finding some nice simple cat-cows to begin, spreading the fingers wide and pressing the ground away. As we inhale, the belly drops and the heart lifts as the gaze rises. Nice. As we exhale, rounding through the spine, press the ground away. So you can press down through the tops of the feet, press through the palms, chin to chest. Lovely. As we inhale, the belly drops, the heart lifts. And as we exhale, rounding through the spine, bring the gaze towards the belly. Nice. Take this a couple more times. So just start to find a little bit of mobility through the spine, a little bit of movement through the body today. Beautiful. Okay, on your next exhale, so when you're pressing the ground away and rounding through the spine, we're going to bring the bottom all the way back towards the heels. So finding child's pose here. We're going to build a little flow. So as we inhale, coming all the way forward, heart lifting, gaze rises. And then as we exhale, rounding through the spine, bring the bottom back towards the heels. Couple more times. Inhale, bring it forward. Heart lifts. Exhale, rounding as the bottom draws back towards the heels. Nice. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. And you can really start to build this lovely sense of fluidity here. So this lovely sense of flow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Nice. Inhale, heart lifting. This time as we exhale, rounding through the spine. Instead of drawing the bottom back towards the heels, we tuck the toes, lift the hips, and find our downward facing dog. So take a few moments, bending each one of the knees, gazing onto one armpit, onto the other. Just take your time here. Relax that head and neck. Nice. So we're going to try and keep quite fluid through this little practice today. So we're not going to be holding poses for too long. You're going to walk the hands back towards the feet. Take a super nice big fold, soften the knees. Let everything go. You can shake it out. Maybe take hold of opposite elbows. Beautiful. Little sway from side to side. Lovely. Coming back to center. We're going to heel toe the feet out towards the edges of our mat. From here, drawing the tailbone down as we start to find our yogi squat, so our malasana here. So beautiful little hip opening posture, really working on the inside edges of the thighs. If you struggle with this, you can always use a brick or block underneath those heels or underneath the bottom to give you that support. If you're here, the backs of the arms pressing into the inside edges of the thighs, thumbs drawing towards heart center, heart lifted. You don't have to be static here again. So again, you can be I'll just turn towards you so you can see. So you can just kind of give yourself a few little moments to wiggle the hips from side to side. Beautiful. Take one more lovely big deep breath. Nice. From here, we're going to place the right hand down towards the mat and the left fingertips reach up towards the sky. Beautiful. As we exhale, release and switch it round. So left hand comes down, right fingertips reaching. Nice little twist. Beautiful. As we exhale, right hand comes down. Lift the hips. Come back into that nice fold at the back edge of your mat. Nice. Let's find halfway. So just finding a little extension through the spine. The hands come to the shins as the gaze comes forward. As we exhale, take a fold. And then from here, walking the hands all the way back towards the front edge of your mat to find your downward facing dog. So spread the fingers nice and wide, tailbone reaching high. Find that nice big stretch out through the hamstrings and the calves. Relax the head and neck. Take another lovely big deep breath. Beautiful. As we inhale, we're going to come onto those tiptoes. And we're just going to step that right foot in between the hands. So just take a moment to step it through. You can hold here for a minute or two, and then just take a moment to bring the left knee down towards the earth. Nice. As we inhale, we're going to find our low lunge. So sweep the fingertips up towards the sky, working into those hips. So finding that left thigh and hugging it forward as you work into those hip flexors here. Press down through the right foot. Reach the fingertips up high. Soften through the shoulders. Take a lovely breath. Keep drawing the lower belly in so we don't end up in a huge back bend here. You want to have some core engagement here to really find a sense of stability. As we exhale, just release the hands either side of the front foot. Starting to straighten through the front leg. Take a moment to find that runner's lunge. So finding that lovely stretch up through the back of the right leg. Slowly we're going to bend the knee, bring it forward, just lift the heart. And then we're going to take it back again. So we're going to do this a few times. So just moving between these two postures. Finding that lovely stretch for the hamstring, and then bending the knee, finding that nice hip flexor stretch for the left side. One more time, bring it back, and then take it all the way forward. Nice, heart lifts. Beautiful. From here, inhale, fingertips reach up again. And as we exhale, we're going to take that right hand towards the back leg. So we're going to see if we can find a little twist here. Just opening up as we reach the left fingertips overhead. Nice. As we exhale, hands come down either side of that front foot. Beautiful. We're going to tuck the back toe, lift the back knee, and just step back to your downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Great, guys. Okay, from here, let's step the left foot forward. Drop the right knee, release the toes. Inhale, fingertips sweep up. Take a moment to find that lovely low lunge. So hugging the right thigh forward. Navel draws in so we engage through the core. Front knee in line with that front ankle. Breathe. As we exhale, the hands come all the way down. Walk the hands a little further back towards you as you start to straighten through the front leg. So see if you can keep the hips and that back knee in line with one another. Toes draw towards the face. Nice. Slowly bend through the knee. Find that lunge. So you can just have the fingertips on the floor. If you're really high off the ground, maybe the hands are coming onto blocks or bricks. From here, straightening through the leg. Lovely. Finding that beautiful length through that left leg. And then finding that lunge. So hugging the right thigh forward as the heart lifts. One more time. Beautiful. Heart lifting. Nice. From here, the hands reach up high again, keeping in that lovely low lunge position. So we're really working into those hip flexor muscles. Keep that front knee in line with that front ankle. Mine was slipping there. And really start to work into these kind of 20 muscles that we've got in our hip flexors that get really, really short and tight just due to our kind of lifestyles that we lead at the moment. So just softening the shoulders. And then as we exhale, take the left hand behind. See if you can reach to that back leg. Maybe it's to the thigh. Maybe you can come a little bit further to the calf. And then reach the right hand overhead. Lovely twist. Nice. As we exhale, windmill those arms either side of that front foot. Tuck the back toe. Lift the back knee. And then step it back into your downward facing dog. Beautiful. Spread the fingers, relax the head and neck. And remember, you can always drop down onto your knees. Take a moment or two in child's pose if that feels a little bit better for you. When you're ready, coming back to your downward facing dog and walk the feet a little closer together. As we inhale, the right toes reach up behind. See if you can keep those hips facing forward just for a moment. And then we're going to bend the knee and open up through the hip. So right foot draws over towards the left side. So you're opening up through that right knee. Nice. We're going to take some little circles here with the knees. So you're going to do 3 circles one way. And really starting to work into the hip. One way always feels a little bit easier than the other. Nice. Extend the leg back up behind. And then just bring that foot back down towards the earth. Okay, we're going to do the other side. So when you're ready, left foot reaching up behind. Bend the knee, open up through the hip. Keep super strong through the arms. So spread the fingers and press the ground away. And again, we're just going to take some really nice circles with that knee. So we work a little deeper into the hip. So 3 one way, 3 the other. Nice, and then extend the leg back up behind. Bring that left foot down. Drop the knees to the floor. Find your child's pose, bottom back towards those heels. Beautiful. Forehead to the mat. Just take a couple of breaths. Drawing the bottom back towards those heels and the heart down towards the earth. And breathe. Okay, so from here, just rising up onto all fours. From here, we're going to take the right foot and we're going to bring it in between the hands. So just step it through. You're then going to wiggle that right foot out to the edge of your mat. So right hand comes to the inside of the right foot, and the right foot's facing at about 45 degrees off the edge of your mat. Make sure the left leg's straight out behind you. Finding our lizard here. So again, you can use your bricks or blocks if you need to give yourself a little bit of height. And everyone's going to look slightly different here. So just take your time to find what works. Hugging the left thigh forward. So again, working into those hip flexors and hugging that right thigh in towards you. So you're not kind of letting everything just drop out for a moment. Take a moment, just draw that right thigh in. Gaze is forward. Take a breath. Okay, you've got some options here. You can either stay on those hands. You can come down onto the forearms. You can come down onto your brick or your block. That gives you a little bit more height. So you can either be on the hands, on the block, on the floor. If you're looking for a really big deep stretch, maybe turning the little toe side of that right foot out and walking the hands off towards the left corner of the mat. If you're here, just making sure that you're not bringing the hips with you. So you're not bringing the bottom forward. Hips are drawing back. Take a lovely couple of big deep breaths. So maybe you're here, or maybe you're just down towards the earth. And again, don't feel like you have to be super static here, so you can give the hips a little bit of a wiggle from side to side. It's a deep stretch. You're going to feel it. Beautiful. And then slowly release. So wherever you are, just coming back onto those hands. Nice. Okay, so from here, we're going to tuck the back toe, lift the back knee, and then just step it back into your downward facing dog. I always like to just give my leg a little bit of a shake out here. Okay, let's take it onto the other side. So that left foot's going to step forward. Nice. And then just bring that right knee towards the earth. Left hand comes to the inside of the left foot as we find our lizard variation on this side. So take a little bit of time. You can have a little wiggle around. And again, just think about hugging that right thigh forward. The hips, the pelvis, drawing towards the earth. Nice. Maybe you're coming onto your brick or your block. Maybe you're coming onto the forearms. Other option is to walk the hands out towards and off the right-hand corner of your mat. And again, you don't have to be static here, so you want to try and find this lovely length through the spine, drawing the hips back. Don't let the hips come with you. Take one more lovely big deep breath. Just take a little bit of time here to allow those waves of breath to let you go a little deeper, to let you release. Nice. Take one more lovely big deep breath. And then slowly release it back. Hands come back onto the mat. Just heel toe the feet back. Tuck the toes. Lift the back knee and just find your downward facing dog, maybe giving the leg a little bit of a shake out. Take a lovely big deep inhale in and a big exhale out. Okay, from here we're just going to walk the feet towards the front edge of the mat. Take a nice big fold. And then bending the knees, just bring yourself all the way down towards your mat. Nice. We're going to come onto our backs. We're just going to finish with a couple of movements here. So always find some of the movements that we do are nicer to do on your back because it's less intense on the knees. So just take a moment to come onto your back and knees draw in towards the chest as you give yourself a really nice little hug in. Take a few moments to breathe. Nice. Okay, so just bring the feet towards the earth. You're going to take the right ankle across the left thigh. So coming to do a recline pigeon today, flexing the right foot. You can stay here. If this is enough and you're feeling that in the outside edge of the right hip, then stay here. If you want a little bit more, lifting the left foot off the mat, maybe taking hold behind the thigh or across the left shin. So just take a moment here. Maybe you're using the right arm. You can press it into the right thigh, create that lovely deep stretch. Keep the head and shoulders firmly on the earth. Nice. Take one more lovely big deep breath. And then slowly release. Release the hands, left foot comes down. Release the right foot, and then take it onto the other side. So left ankle across the right thigh. Flex the foot, lifting the right foot off the ground, taking hold behind the thigh or perhaps the shin if that feels okay. And this again, really working into the outer edge of the hips. So it's a big deep stretch. So just take a few moments. Make sure the head and the shoulders are firmly placed on the ground. Just take a couple of breaths. Nice. When you're ready, you can slowly release. Right foot comes down, left foot releases. Beautiful. Okay, so from here, let's draw the knees towards the armpits. We're going to take a little happy baby. So just take hold of the outer edges of the feet or the ankles, a little rock from side to side. We're going to finish with a little reclined cow face stretch. So from here, just bringing the right leg to cross over the left. So right leg over left. And then you're going to have to lift the shoulders and the head to see if you can take hold of the little toe side edges of the feet. Okay, so squeezing the thighs together and then drawing those feet down towards the earth. See if you can release the shoulders and the head back onto your mat. So again, this is really working into the outer edge of that right hip. Take a couple of lovely big deep breaths. Feel the lower back connecting to the ground. And breathe. Nice. Okay, from here, release the feet. Unravel the legs. Give them a little hug in. Maybe take another little happy baby here if it feels good. So you can take hold of the outside edges of the feet. Nice. This time, the left leg is going to wrap over the right. Again, you might have to lift the head and shoulders here to take hold of the little toe side edges of the feet. So you're trying to stack the knees as you draw those feet towards you. So maybe you can relax the head and shoulders down. And again, just taking a few moments to really feel this working into the outer edge of the hip. And we really want to focus on the breath here. So as we inhale and exhale, just allow those waves of breath to take over the body. Each exhale, a release, a letting go. Just allowing you a little bit more space. Take one more lovely big deep breath. And then slowly release. Nice, unravel the legs. Knees draw in. Maybe a little happy baby here. So take hold of the feet. Give yourself a smile. Beautiful. We're going to bring the feet down towards our mat. Keep the feet wide, knees not together. So bring the knees together. Extend the arms out wide And then we're just going to give ourselves a little massage through the glutes and outer edges of those hips, which we've just been kind of working on opening and stretching. So we're going to just let the knees drop over towards the left. As you inhale, come back to center. Exhale, take the knees towards the right. And we'll just do this a couple of times. So knees to left, back to center, knees to right. Brilliant. Yes, take this a couple more times. So finding that windscreen wiper. Feels really good. It's like a little poor man's massage. Beautiful. Nice, guys. You can keep going here for as long as you want to. It feels pretty good, so feel free to stay here a little longer. And then slowly just bring the knees back together. Hug the knees in towards the chest. If you've got some time, maybe you want to take a little savasana here. Just a really nice way to release and let go. If you don't have a time today, then just taking hold underneath the thighs, and we'll just roll ourselves all the way back up to seated. Beautiful. So just come to a comfortable seat to end. We'll bring the palms together and we'll just take one big releasing exhale through the mouth to finish this practice. So when you're ready, take a lovely big deep inhale in and a big breath out. Feel that beautiful release. Thank you so much for hopping onto your mats and practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like this video or comment below. That would be wonderful. Namaste, everyone. And I will see you very soon.